So, what does it take to make a movie? What goes on behind the scenes to make a film? I didn't know how to answer those questions until I took film interpretation class, because I was thrust into a situation where, in a sense, I was forced to sit down and actually look at movies in a different light instead of simply just watching them from a watcher's standpoint. Without film interpretation, I wouldn't have that. But when you're actively looking at films, you see them in a different light and you really learn to understand how technical films really are and how they work. So, expanding on that idea, how you can take cinematography, filming, sound, and acting. You take those four things and you combine them into one, and by the very end, in post-production, you have a whole movie just from those, four different jobs per se, and I think that's just fascinating. And like I said, it's important. Among cinematography, acting, mise-en-scene, and lighting, I arguably think sound is one of the most important things, because not only does it make a film more enjoyable, but it really helps the watcher to grasp and understand the material in which is being presented to them. The characters are allowing you into their world. They're allowing you to feel the emotion that they are feeling simply through, maybe it's tone, voice, or emotion. So that's why it's so important. They're allowing you, like I said, they're allowing you into their world. Before I discuss eros, I want to quickly mention diegetic and non-diegetic sound, for it takes place in the scene I want to take a look into. Diegetic sound is any sound that takes a position within the scene that you can see. Diegetic sound is similar to faithful sound, which is any sound that is faithful to its source. Like a bell. If we see a bell on screen being rung, then we know that's a faithful sound, a diegetic sound, because we can see the bell. Non-diegetic sound is any sound that doesn't have a place in the scene, like music, for instance. Now that I briefly went into different types of sounds and their meaning, I want to show a clip from the movie eros. The scene that I will be showing is where Sombre is in the car having a panic attack. I will explain the clip after it's viewed.
¿Tú sabes dónde está el hospital, güey?
Entonces está acabando el pasaje.
Ya, tranquilo, respira. ¿Qué, güey, qué? Nada, tranquilo. Le está dando el tigre. ¿Qué? Tranquilo. ¿Cuál tigre, güey? ¿Qué? ¿Qué? Respira, cabrón. ¿Qué, güey? Fede. ¡Hey! ¡Güey! ¡Fede!
After watching this scene, I now want to point out a few things. You can hear a loud piercing sound. This is a non-diegetic sound because it has no source. Another sound that is present towards the end of the scene is beach waves. You can hear the beach. My interpretation is that this is put in to tell the audience that calm is finally rushing over Sombra, meaning his panic attack is now subsiding. All in all, eros is a brilliant example of film to discuss the meaning and show the complexities of sound design. It offers many examples of how silence can be used in a film and how it can relate to a character, such as Tomas's click of the camera, silence when listening to the tape, and finally how Anna's large eyes are paired with loud music. These little examples provide characterization and set an ambiance for a new wave film such as this.